You said she was afraid, which explained why she was, getting on to you for that. But it's almost like I would love to have heard you say, it wasn't that she didn't want me to have fun. It's just that she was afraid. She wanted me to be safe or something like that, because I was worried that somehow she'd turned a corner when you were at that age, and I started thinking, oh no, she's not fun anymore. And then you came back to it saying what a beacon she was. And so that one little experience to say that you can still have fun but be safe, and that was really what she wanted from you, would have saved that for me. Thank you. That was beautiful.
This is the second time I've heard the speech, and I enjoyed it just as much. In the first speech, you didn't travel much at all. In this speech, I see you traveling a little bit too much. And I'd like to see you plant yourself on occasion and really dig into delivering and looking at the audience. And I thought your ending could have ended with your mom's words instead of you coming back again. So you had a double ending. I think end with that letter. It's strong, and it's very good. Thank you.
Amy, wonderful speech. I enjoy seeing it every time. You've improved it so much. One thing I'd really like to see maybe considering, you don't have to do this, consider it, is possibly changing the title. You have this way with alliteration, and you've basically loaded your entire 9 minutes with this repetition of alliteration around the letter F. So maybe consider retitling it something like, Pardon My F Word. Or F-U-N, question mark. Or possibly, pardon my French, I'm about to have some fun. And then the other part of it is, each section of your speech, you have that repetition of the alliteration, except for in your close. Bring that back to tie it all together so that maybe the alliteration of the F words can be your through line. Wonderful speech.
Here's what I was going to say. You clearly had so much fun delivering that speech. It really came shining through. In other words, message was so woven into the delivery of it. It came across as so genuine and really impossible to resist. Clearly, I saw you modeling for us, practicing being mobile across the stage, and I think in almost all cases it worked. There was a moment when your mom was scolding you that it was almost like you couldn't find what gesture you wanted to use, and your arms were in front of you and in back of you. So because being stern is maybe not your persona, pre-agree with yourself how you will display the persona and the stance of it, because I'm assuming she's wide stanced, she's very loud, she's hands on hip kind of thing, and then you'll settle in and take that persona, and then it'll be a distinct delivery on her part. I too loved the letter as the grand finale. Make whatever beautiful, cogent, summarizing points you want to, and then bring out with a flourish this letter, which is rare indeed, handwritten both sides, and have her last 4 words in that letter be the last 4 words of your speech. So nicely done.
Thank you. Much better than last time. I'm not going to reiterate that too much. 2 things. Coming back to the letter. As Claudia said, when you pulled it out, there was a great flourish. I felt it was diluted a little bit when you pulled out the quote from Shaw beforehand. I think that's a short enough quote where you can probably eliminate that and just keep the one thing, the one gem for at the end. I would also, I think I would shorten it up just a little bit in the middle. Like when you went to college and you and your 3 cohorts were off committing goodness knows what kind of... That's a whole... I don't want to get subpoenaed, so we'll say no. So, but I think you could shorten that up and make it a little bit tighter and keep more of the meat in there, but take a little bit of that fat out of the middle. You can probably tighten that up instead of 9 minutes, Shan, you said. You can probably get it down to 7 without too much sacrifice.